Hi, it's Juliet again. Today I wanted to share with you how not to waste time with your life any longer and how to get tuned in, deeply connected into the core of the earth, and how to activate your divine GPS, something that we all need. I've kind of coined that term because everyone knows what a GPS is. We all want to know how to navigate, how to have a conversation with your core, and how to get through life with happiness and to flourish. So I have the 5 mechanics of soul mastery, and what do they entail? Well, the first mechanic I've called momentum, and you can't go anywhere without the breath. Truly, it's the breath of life. It's the first thing that happened to us when we entered this world. We took that first big breath. It's the first thing you did. And so, breathing into the entire body. Did you know we have 23 bodies and systems that we need to breathe into and completely house, completely fill with all of who we are, so that we can deliver our soul's purpose, so that we can receive all of the divine wisdom from the heavens, so that we can be on track and not waste time. So it sounds very brief, but it's actually quite a big thing to breathe deeply down into the lower belly. It's been proven by doctors, deep breathing assists one. It calms. It allows you to think better. So there's many benefits to the breathing. Also within this first step is, do you have a daily practice? If you don't have one, it's a good idea to start. You're going to need one. Brings you into line. It gives you a structure for your day. It assists things to flow. The second step is what I've called micromanage. And so what are we going to micromanage? We're going to micromanage the emotional body, the mental body. What's actually going on there? Who's driving your world? Are they your personal drivers or your soul drivers? We'll get to that a bit later, but right now, have you got a monkey mind going on? And the monkeys are running your life with all the crazy thoughts, with various voices driving you in ways and telling you that you're never going to make it. Oh, you can't do that. There's so many thoughts that happen in a single day. I believe we've got 10,000 thoughts at least. Or was it 70? There's a whole lot of them that run through our mental body every day. And so I want to put you in a position where you're the director of your life, that you're running your mental body, not your thoughts running you ragged all over the place, scattering you, leaving you floundering. The third step is momentum. Sorry, no, that's the breathing. But of course, as we move from first, second, we're still utilizing the breathing and bringing the breath into that second step of micromanagement, teaching you how to scan, and we're going to continue into the third step, which is management. We're going to maintain that management, except we're going to deepen it. And within this step, we're going to bust ourselves, be a policewoman, policeman, to really become more conscious, because at first it's unconscious. But when you really start scanning and observing, it becomes quite amazing what's actually going on in your world, the mental body, the emotional body. And yes, there are those 23 bodies and systems, but we have to start somewhere, and those are the 2 main events that we need to master. And throughout the second step and the third step, I'll be giving directives and protocols, tools and techniques as to what do you do with these observations and what you're scanning, so that you can clear some of these wild, crazy thoughts. You can stop those voices that tell you you're no good enough, you're never going to make that, and so forth, the ones that drive you so hard. And you're going to find out some of the tricks, some of the games, and also your emotional body. You're going to start to realize how the emotional body comes into play with the mental body and how it influences. And they kind of start working together. They become team players that aren't backing you up, aren't serving you, and are just creating the onward spiral of you not moving forward into what you want in life. So momentum, micromanagement, and maintaining, instilling the breath all the way. The more you deeply breathe into these layers that you're discovering, all your bits and pieces, these are the parts that have fragmented you out, disconnected you, blocked you, and in fact just cut you off from your connection. So they all somewhat, you'll come to discover, they're all clues as to how to bust what's pulling you up and keeping you in the maze in this lifetime. The fourth step is what I call morph. And you're starting to change as you've cleared some of the layers that I'm going to teach you how to do as you move into the fourth step, and clear the layers that you're continuing to bust yourself with, move through. You're really starting to constructively look at yourself. You're going to need commitment. You're going to need conviction. You're going to need determination. And you're also going to need discernment to be able to cut through your mental tricks that you've set up so very conveniently. You're going to notice all your little games. And you are also going to start to experience banks of emotion that need to pass through your vehicle in order to complete the cycle entirely, and for you to be done with it, in order for you to learn how to forgive and let go. So again, protocols, tools and techniques in each stage that I'll teach you as to how to specifically do these things that will bring the benefits for you. And also what I bring into this fourth step is morphing, and we'll also continue. So you're continuing each of the steps. You're building and continuing as you go. But the other thing that I wanted to mention in the step of morph is prayer, your self-talk. You're going to start programming and speaking to, programming yourself, but simultaneously and also communicating with your guides, discovering who's walking with you on this earth plane. They are your soul family, your friends. It's just that you literally can't see them. They're right there next to you. And you can begin to deepen your intimate relationship with them. And it's an amazing friendship. And it is this that starts to bring the trust-based feeling into your life. When you can feel that there, you can hear their guidance and direction. You can feel it. So the mental body's involved in this guidance and direction. The emotional body, solar plexus, is also involved. So when we move into the fifth step, also experiencing it somewhat in the fourth step, is you're going to begin to experience perhaps fatigue, exhaustion, tiredness, depending on who you are, how you're unraveling uniquely. We're all so different. You're going to need to, this spiritual work is like working out at the gym. You're running a marathon. You're overcoming yourself. You're learning how to master yourself. Lord Buddha, Lord Jesus, they all went about the same thing. It's a big deal. And do you want it? So staying committed and so forth. And you're deepening your prayer. I cannot tell you how important your prayer is. If you want to title it self-talk, whatever works for you, it comes down to semantics. And what's going to start happening is life is going to start to become more malleable, more fluid. You're going to be able to change your reality. That sounds rather eerie or perhaps a bit kooky to some, but truly this is actually possible, and that's how you're going to redirect your life and get very clear about your wants, desires, how you can steer your ship in the direction that you want so that your soul's purpose can explode if you want it to. or simply be flourishing. The other piece that I'm available all the way through, twice a month through the 3-month, 12-week course, we'll be checking in with you to guide you along to see how you're doing. And we also begin with a foundational check-in. I give you an actual healing so that you experience the tools that you're going to implement yourself throughout these 5 steps as we move through the 3 months. So that's the 5 mechanics of soul mastery.